Baik ka na eh. Isa mo, baik ka ba dyan ha? Ipundo, tapos dalang oran ka.
Yes, sir. They're taking their breaks. So we've been gone. The day of this video is actually the day of Melinda's birthday, but many of you already know that day because we posted a community tab on it and we announced it in comments on another video. And thank you all for your kind messages for my wife. I tell you, Melinda is a wonderful human being. We all have our quirks, but man, Mel, aside of her little crazy things, I'm not perfect either. She is just an amazing woman. She's such a dedicated woman, and I love her so much. So we've enjoyed. We took the whole family out today, the entire family, and we had some friends to join us too. So I offered for Joel and Mok to go, but they said they didn't want to go. And Mok's not feeling good. He's not here today, and Joel took his place up here rendering this. But look at that. Don't that look nice? Look at that. And they're preparing this side, and they cast another post right here, and they cast another post right here. They'll render down into to make these strong here on the sides. So this is really cool. You know, I've got a staircase right off the back door now. I can come up here to the 3rd floor. We got one around the side too, but this one's going to be way more convenient, and just boom, you're right here. And in the future, we're going to pour a thin deck over the top of that right there. That steel deck right there is made for casting concrete, pouring a slab over the top of it. It's used commercially worldwide. And we're going to not pour it real thick and heavy on there. I just don't want that too heavy. So you're going to get in those little corrugations right there, you're going to get some pretty thick concrete right there. So when I tie the steel, I'm going to have the steel where there's rebar right at each one of those grooves in there, and have our little grid tied all up on it there. I don't know how much higher I'm going to come above that. Maybe only like 1.5 inches above those grooves. I'm not going to pour like no 3 or 4 or 5 inch slab on top of that, because you already have all that corrugation, and we're not going to be building on this, so there's going to be no heavy structure on top of it. It's going to have some posts, some railings. There's going to be no roof. The most it might get someday is a canvas roof, or it might just be these screen shades right here. But I might put a canvas roof and one, you know, that stretches out to post on the corners and maybe dips in around the edges or something. Might put a pole in the middle to go up to support that canvas roof coming down, kind of like a tent style or something. We'll see. Haven't put that deep a thought into it, just to be honest with you, but the time will come before this is said and done that I'm going to pour a little bit of a deck on that up there and just have it a place to hang out, like a big old patio, you know. And like there ain't a place to hang out here already, but still increases your real estate, you know. Your real estate, you're gaining square meters as you go up. And it's right off the door. So now we can just step up there. We can step up there. I'm right here, and I'm right up here. Yeah, and this is such a great place that we hold events at. My gym set, I don't like it where this blowing salt's coming in across here on it. So as I've been showing, we're finishing out this up above up here. Let's go up this staircase. It's another one I'm going to build railings on in the future. And up here in this room, in these boxes, is all of the ceiling for this in here. That's the ceiling here. It's got plastic on. I really don't want to peel it off and expose that, but that's all the ceiling that goes up in here. As I said, recently we took those 2 windows there out. So I'd have a blank wall. And now I have a wall I can put something against all the way up right there. But I'll probably put my gym set right up here in this room. I've got one of the bedrooms downstairs right now. I'm using it like an office. And I'm gonna return that to a bedroom. So this place up here, far and away, James can be in his cave. I'm gonna have my gym set, and eventually we'll probably buy new couches in the living room. I may bring the old couches up here. I've got a couple projectors. I've got one that I already had. I've got one that a guest sent that I'm gonna use that in the future on the beach. The one that the viewer sent, Daryl. So Daryl's, I'm gonna use it and a screen that he sent with it out on the beach eventually, once I can not have myself spread out with so many other things. So when events come up, like we got some events coming up soon, I'm gonna use his projector for. But up here, I think I'll put my projector right up here. And maybe I might just buy a TV and put it right up there. And man, I have such an amazing view up here. Look at this. Just look at the view I have, even through the glass, man. Just look at the view I have. All out and about. Yeah, all the way around. Yeah, so this don't get all that blowing rain and everything. That's another reason closing all this off right here. And this is just going to be my space. My space. There will eventually be a door right here. And I want it where I can lock it and nobody else come in up here, to where I don't have just kids and stuff coming up, climbing up that tower up here, that observation deck. I can have guests that go up there and me escort with them. But I want them to be safe. So it's a pretty cool little setup, man. Pretty cool little setup. And I've actually even got more solar panels over there behind that blue panel there. And I've got more track for them here. I think I'm gonna put those panels up here on this roof right above me right here. Because you see all the shading over here. Now it's evening time, see there's sunshine over there. But that tower, this wall's right here, and I'll shade this side. So by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, these are done for. So I'm gonna put them up here so they're not getting that shading. And I've already got them all across that other side. I've got them all up over there on that part of that roof. So these last ones will go right up here. And that'll be pretty cool. I'm gonna have me a split air installed up here. I will probably put it up here somewhere and put the lines going out that side wall and coming down here by its column. And because of the spray, the monsoon with that sea spray comes, that's the south and that's the west. So it comes out of southwest right there blowing across. So if I'll put the unit down over here, maybe right here's a good spot. They got to be able to get the lines out though, but maybe right down here outside will probably be a good spot to put it. It's shaded in the heat of the day so the condenser don't get so hot. The salt spray is blocked off of it pretty much. So right outside I can hang some brackets off of this wall out here next to this roof and suspend the unit up right out there. And then they can bring their lines in. They can bring them in through the wall outside, and I can either mount the unit there or I can mount it like probably right above this beam even. Right here's a good spot, and let it blow in here. It'd probably be the way to do it. Mount it up there, lines going out, go down by that column right there, or they can go down by this column here and come under. Either one. Probably have them to go low. Probably go right down there by that column and come along the wall to the unit right here, the Freon lines and the power. Yeah, this is gonna be a great space. The reason I want this up here, I know it sounds selfish to have this just to myself, but I'm the breadwinner here, and I'm not trying to trump nobody with that or anything like that. I'm the breadwinner here. You know, everything's based off of my incomes out of the U.S., my savings I've put back for years, and the money that I currently still earn. And I'm a content creator. So there's a lot more I could do with my channel and with a second channel than just what I've been currently doing. But I run into a issue of disturbance or just feeling bad. So down there in the living room, if I sit on the couch, for instance, and I edit, well, they want to watch TV. And if I'm editing, they know I can't have all that noise and distraction. So they disappear, and they're kind of long in the face because they want to watch TV in the living room. And so everybody retreats out to not make noise because I'm editing. And if I go in that little office, it's pretty small, and I just feel like isolated in there. But it's so close to the living room. And they play the TV. Come on, we know Filipinos are loud, right? I mean, they're just inherently loud people in their conversation on. And they're not quiet during a TV show. They talk loud during the show, and they miss half the show because they're yapping, you know. You all know what I'm talking about, even you Filipinos, you know. And I still can't do my work, and I'm right there so handy that I get also disturbed a lot. So it's still not a good place to work. I might as well just be right there in the living room. So there's times that I need to just get away, and there's some good videos that I could record and edit and all, but I need time. And then the next problem is that room being right by the front door, everything gets tossed in there. Instead of fussing with them and just constantly feel like I'm gonna blow a fuse, you know, just I just will kick my can on down the street and come up here to the top, which is a beautiful place, and I get my solitude. There, you know, when we get older, us Westerners and all, we like our solitude. I think even some older Filipinos do too. We like our solitude. Now, I have always my whole life liked to have my times of quiet, solitude, and reflection. I'm a deep thinker, and I do not like to be distracted out of my thoughts with just randomness, just random stuff, you know, that you know what I mean. The ones that know. That's all I'm gonna say. The ones of you that know, you know. So yeah, I think it'll be great. I think it'll just be a absolutely winner deal. I really do. And I look forward to making it happen. So we're gonna end it right there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to a very beautiful day here in the Philippines, beachside, and doing our projects, continuing to, it's not really built on our home so much anymore as the fact that we're like a little small boutique resort along the beach right here. And of course, we're building out like a little resort, and we're building out the features and stuff to serve people for the hospitality industry along here. Also book parties, events and stuff, you know, but all on a very peaceful type scale where you can come here and relax. It's a beautiful day here right now. Man, it's a beautiful day. One boat out there on the water I can see. I'm surprised there's not more. Beautiful, beautiful day. And yesterday was Mel's birthday. I don't know how there's any survivors. I heard Francis showed up late last night. He hit double parties. Your brother have a birthday also yesterday? Huh?
May
Yeah. So, whew, boy, they all tied one on. They tied one on. They had a good time. We went to the city, took the whole family up to Vikings buffet up there. They had a wonderful time with that. It's called Vikings Luxury Buffet. And then after that, come out here and they had round 2 party at the beach, and a lot of Melinda's friends came and family, and it was just a good time. So back to the grind this morning, and Joel's right back up here to rendering. Mock's still absent, but Joel did a great job on that one on that side yesterday. Look at that, man. It looks good. Looks good. So we're rendering these walls out. And especially reason there, we didn't want to mix a bunch of watery concrete that would leak out the forms on this side. This could have probably been poured on this side, but we would have had to make all them cuts around steps and waste a bunch of plywood. So I said, told Mike, just render it. But we have a 0 lot line here, so my neighbor's place literally goes all the way up to my wall here, and it's the way they did them. That's why we have these flat walls on one side, just like that house there has that flat wall, because the next place will probably be built right up against it. It's like a firewall. And over here, I wanted something solid. We didn't want to pour anything that water's going to leak and it leak in there and down the walls and on the side towards our neighbor. So we then you got to be asking permission and go in there and put scaffolding up and touch up and paint, all that. We might have to do a little bit of that anyway, but we just didn't want, they got some cabinets down below down there, countertops, and we didn't want to be leaking concrete down on them. So we rendered it. Still rendering it. So that's what's happening on that, and this is coming right along, man. It's nice to have these steps. Look at that, man. See how easy you come up right here? Yeah, really nice to have these steps.
Ang dami nga na explore. Doon yata po ang mga baka. Ako rin yung mga magdala yung disco ko. Buklo, panday. Kani, Mike. Tay. Di.
Well, the guys did a lot of cleanup here on the deck. I could see them bringing down material, so I knew they must have got a bunch already done up here. But Joel, your hands tired from rendering, huh? Yep, so it's looking great though. He's got that one completed up there now. Look at that, man. It looks so good. He's got this will have to cure some before they can add more onto it. And he'll get this next knocked out down here tomorrow. And that's not near as big, so he'll get that knocked out pretty quick. Especially he's already got a good thick base coat. But man, it looks great. It does, and it's so nice to have that staircase there now going straight up. Cool, cool. Yeah, he's got this nylon here, see? And that knows exactly where his creek's going to, so it'll come out nice and even here on each side. And we have just scratched up every junk piece of plywood we can to make this. I mean, literally taking it's a puzzle, boy, of junk plywood, because we don't want to cut our full good sheets. But we got it there. He's gonna have this knocked out to probably tomorrow morning, and we'll be on to our next thing.
So I fishing July this afternoon, and I saw that they already harvest or cutting the hay, the rice. So after that we call it on a hay. So I stop it here instead, and because I get some for my chicken nest. Yes, my chicken nest. Oh. So this one here, my e-bike is full of hay. So let's go. I know the chicken loves to lay eggs. So I'm home now, and I'm about to put this one there to the chicken nest. So happy to having this hay. Oh, they're already here inside, starting to roasting. I'm going to like this though, like there's a brown grass, so I decided to get some of it and put it here. But now I'm going to change it to the hay because it's way better. This is it. It's way better. And tomorrow, if I'm sent July to school, I'm going to stop it there again, and I'm going to get more. So I'm going to change everything with this, and I'm going to add more for here down so that they can like I make it like a bed. So just in case that if they decided to the chicken, I mean, to just laying it on the ground, so at least it's it's way easy.
Hey, we all know there's a lot of cholo workout videos out there, but this one is gonna have you like, damn, homie, that's what's up, you know? This is Cholo Fit with Creeper.